What's going on, everybody? Vegeto's Wrath, coming at you with some ranked, but it's with limitations. Ranked with limitations. And so far, I have about 5 wins. Yeah, I know, that's kind of wrong of me to be playing and then recording in the middle of me playing, but, you know. I don't know what to say to it, but hey, I'm having fun. I just beat a Buhan by a sliver, to be honest. I beat him by, like, a really close second. I was playing as Gohan. Someone picked Buhan, I was playing as Gohan. Oh, we got a Sasuke. Sasuke. I don't fucking know. Okay, I'm an idiot. I don't watch Naruto. But I'm going to be playing as Gohan, Buhan, any character, really. I have been playing some Gohan. Now, it's hard to find people who really don't, like, you know, abuse that, you know, key stun shit. Especially whenever... Alright, let me build up this key. Well, like I was saying, it's hard to fight people who use that shit due to the fact that they, you know, sort of use it to their advantage. And I know it's the new meta, it's just I don't like it. You know, I hate fighting people who do this. You notice how he's doing that. I hate people who do that. And, I don't even know how I got that grab to connect. That's bullshit. Ah, fuck, this guy. What is this? Out here treating it like it was, like, after the beta of Xenoverse 2 and everything. Fuck, I fucked up the combo. Ah, fuck, that took away all my stamina. Alright, so, he's probably gonna win this due to the fact that he just got some shit off, and, yeah, Final Flash. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, look at that. And he's gonna do it again, watch. No, wait, he can't really do anything, can he? Besides that, nope. Oh, he can grab, but... yeah, I don't like fighting people who do that. Look at him wasting stamina. Okay, he knows I was going for the discard. This man getting off this fucking shit is pissing me off! What the fuck? Alright. I'm getting a little salty now. Because that was bullshit. That really should not have happened. This dude's using some really dumb shit. Now, obviously, I didn't know how to counter it. Actually, I should have known how to counter it, especially since he fucking can teleport behind me. Communication error, which means I need to do more ranked. This game, I was gonna say that this game needs a little more development, needs a little more DLC. And, you know, I would say a little more, because it's gonna be a while till we get Xenoverse 3. Now, Xenoverse 3, I have high hopes for it, especially since I feel like it's gonna be way better than the, like, this generation Xenoverse, which is Xenoverse 2, of course. Now, Xenoverse 3, I honestly think should have a lot of good things, you know, some of the DLC characters being them. Not all the Tournament of Power characters, obviously not. I mean, if they feel like throwing some Tournament of Power characters in there, they can. It's just, I would rather see, like, a lot of characters, like, I mean, whole different bunch of sagas. Like, Buhan, I feel like he definitely should be a free character, though, due to Buhan, Tapion, Android 13, and Deborah. I feel like they like these characters here, these 4, should definitely be free, and should be part of the storyline, due to the fact that Majin Buu Gohan Absorbed, or Buhan, was in the actual storyline to begin with. He was in the episode, he was in the Majin Buu saga, of course, we all know this, and I feel like he's a cool add-on as a character for Xenoverse 2, but Xenoverse 3, I feel like he should be a free character due to him being in the storyline, and on top of that, we have the Majin Buu saga, And before any of this, Majin Buu, Gohan absorbed, reverts back to Super Buu before turning into Kid Buu. And then, yeah, you know, I feel like they should add that to the storyline as you're going along with it in Xenoverse 3. And that would be a great addition to it. Now, I was sitting there charging, not noticing that this guy is a male Earthling. I lost a great bit of stamina there from a male Earthling, and I'm getting a little triggered by male Earthlings. Want some candy? He doesn't know how to counter it. Yep, there we go. Prediction game. They recover so quickly. That's what I don't like about Earthlings. They recover from combos so quickly that it's just irritating. Look at that. Alright, so I don't want to turn this good video into an Earthling rant, to be honest with you. I really don't, especially since you know, you guys came here probably for the fight rather than hearing me rant on about stuff I want to see in the future of Xenoverse. Especially since this guy is not really using his Earthling properly. I'm glad he's not using the unvanishable combo, at least. Which is what I'm grateful for, that he's not using or abusing at all. Okay. Should have been stamina break there and there. He could have broke my stamina numerous times, honestly. It's not gonna be there, buddy. But I can help you out with something else, and that's... You should be Candy. What is this? What are you doing, my friend? Candy?! Turn into Candy? Alright. I'm starting to like this. I hate how he did a stamina right there! E! No! I'm done. Yep. Alright, so... God doesn't really know the stamina break for Earthlings, but he's a good Earthling. Anyway. We need to continue on the conversation about Xenoverse 3. Now, of course, we've already heard about Xenoverse 2, and if you don't know, I would start doing links and shit so you would know that this is from a source of some kind, but we already know about Rhyme Style and a bunch of other YouTubers knowing about the data mines for Xenoverse DLC 6. Xenoverse 2's DLC 6. Now, DLC 6 is going to have... I heard from, I read from the Negro Saiyan, legendary Negro Saiyan, that we're gonna get on the European version of Bandai Namco, they've talked about getting, they've already like hinted at we're gonna get Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, it says new form on the European website, but Ultra Instinct is a technique. That's confirmed. It is a technique. And I ran into the same guy that kicked me earlier, and he's going to kick me again. But I guess not. Anyway, we need to continue on with the talk. Now, talk being... about Xenoverse in general, or Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 3. Now, Xenoverse 2, we're going to get Jiren, which I believe was confirmed, along with Super Saiyan Blue for Saiyan CACs, And I honestly feel like that's going to be fun. That's going to be really nice. And I don't know how they're gonna do. Okay, he's just gonna spam grab, so I'm a little irritated there. Can you not spam grab? Like, this is your third time grabbing, my dude. You know what they say about fire? Fight fire with fire. Okay. Guess don't fight fire with fire. I dashed backward out of that! That's bullshit! Alright, so... That's bullshit. I hate this game. I don't know why I'm saying I hate it. Obviously, that's a lie. I just hate the people who play like this. Especially guys like this. Why do you spam grab? For what reason do you do this? Okay, look. What reason do you have for doing this? Oh, you literally have no time on your hands if you're doing that. Spamming and shit, man. And of course, a grab! Who would have thought? Definitely not me! Of course, and that's game because all he did was spam grab. Now he can't do anything else. So, Xenoverse 3, I honestly feel like will be a lot better because we won't have people like this. They honestly should do something about, like, people spamming in general. Like, if you have a move, I honestly feel like there should be... there shouldn't be cooldowns for moves, because honestly, let's talk about that. If there were cooldowns for moves, then a lot of your ultimates would have major cooldowns, and that's not good. Along with moves in general, we'd have to rely on basic attacks. Now, characters who do use a lot of basic attacks would be really overpowered. Now, a lot of characters are really good. Honestly, a lot of the characters here are good. There's good characters, like Rose Goku Black and Hit Goku Super Saiyan Blue. I don't have a problem with them. I just have a problem with how people play with them. Because there's people who will spam God Fist with Blue Godku. And then, there's... Then there's, the people who will spam with Hit. I don't really know who would... I don't really know who would take time or take the fun out of the game by spamming, like, honestly. Who would take the fun out of the game just to spam? Like, really, I don't know anybody who would take the time out of this just to spam. I didn't follow that up. That's bad. Hi. Which game? I don't have it right now. I keep forgetting to download it. I'll download it like before I go to bed tonight, but I'm talking about doing a video thing. Doing a video thing, yeah. It's about Xenoverse and what people can do to make it better. Or, like, what I can do, honestly. You beat me to it. Alright, so, anyway. Yeah, so Xenoverse 3, I feel like Xenoverse 3 will have a lot of good things and, you know, obviously some bad things. Now, those bad things being, you know, we might have problem with, like, how we do now, the way people play characters now. Some of the ways people play Goku, now, I don't have a problem with it. If you're really skillful with Goku, do your, like, go on, get better, man. Like, you can boost your strength. I know it. You can be better. And, people who, like, spam, there's a lot of people who spam, and spamming isn't really good, necessarily. But, spamming isn't really good for a lot of reasons, because it takes the fun out of the game, and not only that, like, it makes you seem like you really don't know what you're doing with the game. Now, if you're spamming for fun, that makes me know, or really anybody in the community know, that you really have a lot of time on your hands and you're wasting it doing that. Especially wasting it in a video game. Like, I don't know who would waste a lot of time spamming in a video game. Like, that's something you just don't do. Like, if you have free time and you want to spend it, play the game and enjoy it. Don't spam. If you have time and you're gonna waste it spamming, I don't know what your problem is. Now, I won't lie, I used to be a spammer. I got over it. That was it, because, like, I was a noob at the beginning of Xenoverse. And yeah, like, I wasn't really good at it, of course. I was starting to, you know, learn the combos and everything, and once I figured out the combos like I do now, like, it took me a while to get good. I mean, a long time. It's been a really long time. Now, I wouldn't consider myself being on a god tier at all, considering the fact that I still need to get better, and I know there's already people better than me out there, and I know I could lose to anybody, and anybody else could lose to anybody. That's the truth. Now, let's be honest, level does not matter. It doesn't. Because if you're level, let's say you're level 75, you fight a level 95. Who's gonna win? Like, most people think it's gonna be the 95 because he has more health and stuff. That's not necessarily the case. If that 75 is patient, he will try and outsmart that, he will try to outsmart that 95. He will try to outsmart him. He'll pay attention to what he does. You know, you gotta pay attention to what your opponent does. That's all you gotta do. Pay attention. Take your time with it, and then you will be able to just sit back and play the game calmly. You won't have to do a lot just to play the game. Okay, well, you don't have to necessarily do a lot just to play the game. Look at this convenient lag. And then, you know, we got people who lag switch. You know, I've been seeing a lot of that lately. Considering how, let's talk about how, you know, people start to lag at convenient times, like this guy is now. Now, I'm not saying he's a lag switcher, but he's lagging at some pretty convenient times here. And now, I start to notice this myself, and now I feel like Xenoverse should do something about it to stop. Because I honestly don't like it, personally. I feel like it's causing some trouble. Take time, like, out of the game. If you want to get better, pay attention to what your opponents do, even if that's your friends. Like, if they're your friends and you're playing with them, pay attention to how your friends play, because, like, everyone has a different style of fighting. And that literally means everyone. I even have a different style of fighting. You see, I never really use key blast cancels that a lot of people do mid-combo, because, you know I don't need this shit. Not only do I know I don't need it, it's just that I know I'm better without it. Okay, well, I took a loss to this game, but it was okay. But there are things you can do to get better besides spam. You don't have to spam, you don't have to lag switch, you don't have to be cheap. Like, there's a lot of people. Let's talk about being cheap. Now, there's a lot of people in Xenoverse who are cheap. And that's the truth, and it's sad truth. The Xenoverse community, let's be honest, it's just a little toxic. It's not fully toxic, but it's just a little toxic. Talk about male earthlings. See a lot of male earthlings with some really cheap builds, and yeah, it just causes me to feel, like, wow, I really lost to this guy. He's really cheap. Why is that? Well, let's take a look at it. An example would be, you know, if you ever ran into somebody you get your stamina broken, right? And then you don't even really need to get your stamina broken, but an infinite combo into the Frieza stunning key blast, and then an ultimate that causes you to basically take all your health. All your health just gone. You can't get out of it. Unvanishable completely. You don't have stamina, so you can't use an evasive to get out of it. And then that's just it. And then let's talk about those female Majins with the I know I like you better when you're mad, Super Soul. Now that I haven't ran into that myself, because honestly I haven't really seen a lot of female Majins around, really. But if they have that Super Soul, I'm really just not gonna fight them, because it's cheap. It's a really cheap tactic, because Majins in general, they don't really have to be weak. They don't have to be male or female Majins. It's just a Majin in general. But unless they're like Majin Buu, like the actual character Majin Buu, or Super Buu, Kid Buu, Buuhan, you know, when they get their stamina broken, they take a lot more damage. There's a lot of people who really can sneak in a stamina break and you won't expect it. That's really skillful. Now, to me, that's really skillful, because I've never really been able to see anybody do that. I myself, I'll sometimes go for a Hail Mary stamina break, which it's only sometimes. I don't do it so often. Sometimes I'll mess up the stamina break combo that I think I'm going to go for, and then I completely ruin it in general, and that's not good. And what I mean is just like cheapness. We're going to go back to cheapness. Cheapness isn't really good at all, because there's a lot of people who fight cheap who can get much better at the game. They don't need to be cheap. They don't need to use that cheap tactics at all. They don't need to use that shit. They can be a lot better, and I know they can be a lot better. I went to player matches like a dumbass, but they could be a whole lot better than what they are, and I know this because I have a friend who does spam, He spams a little. I won't say he spams a lot, but he does spam a bit. He'll spam every now and then, and he does it for fun, but honestly, I don't see how you could take the time to do that. In my eyes, I don't see how you can do that. But, spamming just isn't good. Being cheap isn't good, and, like, also, I've been getting kicked out of a lot of rooms because I'm underestimated. Being underestimated is bad. I was fighting this one person at one point who, I think he was a booster. And it was in the tournament. It was one tournament where it was there was no CACs. You couldn't play CAC. I have a video for it. It's about a couple months old. The video. Yeah, I know it's been a long time since I uploaded, but the dude in the tournament. I don't know if I recorded it or not. I instantly get kicked out of the room. I don't know if I recorded it or not, but what I did was I beat him. He was in like the top 10 at that point. Top 10 in the tournament. And I was in the top 600 in the tournament. And I beat him. I actually beat him by a great margin. I had 2 bars of health and he only had 1, like he had none. And honestly, I was surprised to win, but then, you know, I took a look at him, and it turns out he was a booster. Now, how did I know he was a booster? Well, let's just say boosters. We all know about boosters. That's something we just need to rant about. If there's a tournament, you should not be able to. A tournament like that, you should not be able to invite friends to it. You should have to really have to fight people you don't know. Fight people who have different play styles, you know, because there's a lot of people who have different play styles. Different play styles are what make the game unique. Different combos are what make the game unique. Now, I recently learned that I don't need to break anybody's stamina to play Super Blue Vegeta, right? They can have 1 bar of stamina, and I can hit them with a combo, his triangle square triangle combo, and then hit him with final Kamehameha, and that will do a whole bar of their health, almost a whole bar, I should say. The combo does a bit. Now there's no player matches, and that shit, I can't find any matches now. All right, well, I want to end this video on a bit of a good note. I'm actually happy I wasn't that salty. Now, I was salty earlier when I lost, but doesn't really mean anything. I might cut this video up a bit because there is a lot of me transitioning and stuff, and I'll have to probably, you know, cut out a bit of things due to it being so long. I don't like long videos. I know a lot of you don't really like sitting through a 50-minute video about me just talking and playing the game. A lot of people like talking. A lot of people like me talking. I would say a lot, but not really a lot of people. You know, the people who really like my content would watch like